Imagine a marketplace where every stall sells the same thing. Same product, same price, same packaging. Same limited offer, buy now sign, screaming like a goat being chased by debt. Two merchants stand side by side. Merchant one is loud. He's got a microphone, a smoke machine, and a cousin named Testimony who keeps shouting, "This product changed my life," even though the cousin still owes everybody money. Merchant two is quiet. No smoke, no hype, no gymnastics. Just a simple sign. If it fails, bring it back. I'll fix it or refund you. And here's the plot twist. The loud one sells out today, but the quiet one becomes a legend. Because hype is a matchstick. Trust is a fireplace. One burns bright, the other keeps a family alive. Today, we're going deep, but I'll hold your hand with a flashlight into one of the most powerful laws of money, business, leadership, and even life. Trust is currency, and in the long run, reputation beats hype. The big idea. We all understand money because money has rules. It's hard to earn, easy to spend, painful to lose. And if you print fake money, eventually somebody notices, and you meet consequences in 4K. Trust works the same way, except it's more valuable than money. Because money buys attention, trust buys belief. And belief is what makes people buy again, forgive mistakes, recommend you, defend you when gossip shows up, and stay loyal even when another brand is screaming 50% off like it's the end of the world. And this isn't just poetry. Research shows buying is increasingly tied to trust. For example, reports like Edelman's show that when people fully trust a brand, they're far more likely to purchase, advocate, and stay loyal. That's not hype. That's behavioral gravity. Bridge. Okay, but what does trust look like? So let's make this vivid, because trust isn't a theory. Trust is what happens when real people risk real money based on what they believe about you. Which brings me to a modern parable. The Kingdom of Reviews. There was once a kingdom called Reviewia. In Reviewia, you didn't pay with cash, you paid with stars. 5 stars, doors open. 2 stars, people pretend they didn't see your message. 1 star, even your mom starts saying, "Let's pray about it." In Reviewia, one baker cheated customers. Cheap ingredients, nice packaging, and a slogan, "Premium taste, premium life." For 1 month, he was a hero. But then customers noticed something. The bread was lying. Not metaphorically, the bread was literally lying like a flat prophecy. And the ratings dropped. He tried to fix it with marketing. More ads, more influencers, bigger hype. But Reviewia had a law. You can't advertise your way out of distrust. And that's the difference. Hype is what you say about you. Trust is what people believe about you when you're not in the room. Why trust is literally economic. Now, let's go nerdy for a second, but in a fun way. Economists literally created something called a trust game. One person gets money, and they choose, do I keep it, or do I send some to a stranger? If they send it, the amount grows, but the stranger can return some, or keep everything. So the experiment is basically, will you risk being betrayed, and if someone trusts you, will you honor it? This trust game setup is widely used in behavioral economics. Translation, even scientists agree, trust is measurable. It's a force in markets, not just a vibe. And broader research often links higher trust to smoother trade, cooperation, and investment behavior. So when I say trust is currency, I'm not doing motivational speaking. I'm describing a mechanism. The 5 laws of trust currency.
All right, let's build the map. 5 laws, simple but deadly accurate. Law number 1. Trust has a balance. You're carrying a trust account right now. Every promise you keep is a deposit. Every excuse you make is a withdrawal. And yes, some people live on trust overdraft, surviving on vibes and potential. But overdrafts come with fees, sometimes public fees. Law number 2. Trust compounds. Consistency grows trust like interest. People start assuming you're reliable before you even speak. That's why some creators post one sentence and it goes viral, while others post a full documentary and get 7 likes, 3 of which are from their second phone. Law number 3. Trust has liquidity. In crisis, hype freezes. Trust moves. When people trust you, they give you time, patience, and second chances, things money can't always buy. Law number 4. Trust is harder to earn than attention. Attention is rented. Trust is owned. Law number 5. Trust can't be faked for long. Counterfeit trust looks like exaggerated claims, hidden fees, fake testimonials. "We care about you," written by someone who never answers emails. Sooner or later, reality taps the mic and goes, "Is this thing on?" Why reputation beats hype. Here's the brutal truth. Hype is optimized for the first sale. Reputation is optimized for the next 10 years. Hype says, "Look at me." Reputation says, "Watch me." And this is why leadership research keeps hammering trust as foundational. Everyone wants trust. Not everyone wants the discipline required to earn it. The trust tax and the trust discount. Let me name something you felt but maybe never named. If people don't trust you, you pay a trust tax. Longer negotiations, more proofs, more skepticism, higher churn, more "let me think about it," more people forgetting to reply. But if people trust you, you receive a trust discount. Faster decisions, referrals, grace during mistakes, loyalty when competitors undercut your price. Trust literally changes the friction in every transaction. How to build trust. 7 deposits. Now we get practical. If trust is currency, how do you earn it? 7 deposits. Treat these like disciplines. Deposit 1. Do what you said you'd do. Consistency is charisma that doesn't need a stage. Deposit 2. Tell the truth faster than people can discover the lie. Confession is a trust accelerator. Deposit 3. Own mistakes without performing victimhood. Don't audition for sympathy. Repair the damage. Deposit 4. Make your incentives clean. People can smell hidden motives like smoke in a room. Deposit 5. Serve when it's not profitable. That's when people know it's real. Deposit 6. Keep receipts, not for pride, for accountability. Systems protect trust. Deposit 7. Stay the same person in private. Reputation is simply integrity with witnesses. Now the withdrawals that kill trust fast. Some of these look small, but they bleed your account. I'll call you back, and you vanish like a magician. Overpromising to win the deal. Blaming the customer for your process. Inconsistent quality. Talking big, delivering small. Fake scarcity. Only 3 left for 9 months straight. Disrespect, especially when you have power. Creator economy. Your channel. Let me bring this home, because you're not just building a business, you're building a voice. On YouTube, trust is everything. People don't just subscribe to content, they subscribe to a pattern. This person does research. This person doesn't manipulate me. This person brings value. This person is consistent. You don't need hype. You need credibility with personality. That's the winning combo. Truth plus storytelling. Quick question. Be honest. Who is someone you trust so much you'd buy anything they recommend? A friend? A creator? A business? Drop it in the comments and tell me why, because that why is the blueprint. The final reveal. Let's end with a line that can save your life in business and relationships. Hype can make you famous. Trust can make you free. Famous people are chased by expectations. Trusted people are followed by favor. And trust is not built by perfection. Trust is built when people realize even when you fail, you don't run. You repair. You return. You stay consistent. That's reputation. That's wealth that survives trends. Because hype burns bright, but
Trust keeps the fire.